On June 11, 2025, Trooper First Class Tyler Nelson was patrolling northbound on Midland Boulevard near K. Rogers Park when he observed a black Chevrolet Trax. A routine registration check revealed that the vehicle's registration was suspended and that insurance coverage was unconfirmed.
Midland and 50th, boy Adam X-ray, 31 baby, BAX, 31B, it's a black Chevy Trax. Blacked out. Westbound on 50th, 88.
Westbound on 50th, 88.
Correction, southbound. Turn left, turn right. Going back towards Kelly.
What's coming?
Blacked out, coming up to Johnson. Clear left to right. He wrecked out Kelly and 50th.
As the vehicle approached Kelly Highway, the suspect ran the intersection and collided with an eastbound Subaru Impreza and a stationary Honda Civic that was stopped at the light. The impact disabled the suspect's vehicle, and Trooper Nelson conducted a high-risk stop. The driver, later identified as Austin Osman, was ordered out at gunpoint and taken into custody without further resistance. While patrolling Interstate 630 in Little Rock, Arkansas, a trooper initiated a traffic stop on an older model Chevrolet Silverado. The vehicle was spray-painted black and displayed an expired license plate that was registered to a different vehicle. Upon making contact, the trooper observed that the driver, later identified as Anthony Frazier, appeared to be under the influence of methamphetamine. A check of the vehicle's VIN confirmed that the truck had been reported stolen. The female passenger was questioned, then transported to her residence and released without charges. Anthony Frazier was taken into custody, and the vehicle was secured.
You don't have no pockets, do you? Can we put her in your car for a second? Trying to run in a freaking 90s model Chevy pickup on 630.
I was turning around and seeing it, though. I knew it was coming. When you said it was spray painted black, I was like, yeah.
Tags expired in 2022. He took the exit when we took off, and then I got behind him, and he gets right back on the interstate. So I knew that was coming. So, I don't know. I hadn't ran it yet. I'm on the slide.
Local officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to yield, blowing through exits and weaving through traffic with no regard for safety.
order. We got some semis up here. Kind of block the road. We're just passing the turning lane now.
The suspect barreled through multiple intersections, ignored red lights, and even drove on the wrong side of the road at times, putting pedestrians and motorists at serious risk.
TBI here, Grant 69. He's going on, coming traffic in the hill, backing off. Coming up on Grant 42. He slammed on the brakes on me. He's doing southbound.
436, I've got some passenger breakdown with her as well.
10, we're coming up the north interchange now. Staying southbound on bypass. Just past the interchange.
Alright, I'm passing the red barn. I'll get you quickly with him.
10-4, staying on the brake.
Eastbound.
Bye.
Hey, down at Oklahoma. Green down Oklahoma. 10-413.
Whoever's in this is forward. Let me back.
The pursuit came to an end when the officer executed a successful pit maneuver, forcing the suspect's vehicle to a stop. The driver was immediately taken into custody without further incident, officially bringing the chase to a close. On May 26, 2025, a trooper was positioned on the shoulder of RAI 49 northbound near exit 76 when a white SUV was observed traveling at 101 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone. The trooper activated emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop.
Yep, same thing. Temple. We're still eastbound on Wagon Wheel, Matthew.
Okay, you want me to 1019?
Well, he turned his flashers on, but it's odd because, I mean, we're going a ways down.
Okay, I'm coming.
The suspect exited onto Wagon Wheel Road, then turned south on 40th Street and began fleeing. The vehicle reached speeds of 90 miles per hour, passed in no passing zones, and drove into oncoming lanes. The trooper notified dispatch and continued the pursuit.
1037, Matthew. 1037,
Near Bel Air Road, the trooper performed a pit maneuver, successfully stopping the suspect vehicle. The driver exited through the passenger side and fled on foot. After a brief foot pursuit, the suspect fell and surrendered. He was taken into custody without further incident. On the night of March 29, 2025, North Little Rock Police requested assistance from Arkansas State Police during a high-speed pursuit on Interstate 40. The suspect vehicle was reportedly traveling without headlights and exceeding speeds of 120 miles per hour.
13 Strawberry, coming up on the 142. Speed's about 127. 20. Go ahead and run now. 140. Big rover.
The pursuit came to a tragic end when the suspect lost control of the vehicle and veered off the roadway, colliding with several trees. The driver, later identified as 19-year-old John Bruce Martinez of Mablevale, was pronounced dead at the scene. 3 teenage passengers were transported to Children's Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. On May 24, 2025, while patrolling southbound on Martin Luther King Jr., drive in Phillips County, Trooper Rafael Garcia observed a black Ford Mustang traveling eastbound on Park Street with an equipment violation. Upon initiating a traffic stop by activating emergency lights, the vehicle accelerated and fled at a high rate of speed.
Forest City, 1040, 1037.
We are on Park Street. Eastbound on Park Street.
We're eastbound on Mark Street right now. That's 7. It's a black Mustang, just took a left. Northbound on what? 9. Northbound on 9.
The suspect disregarded multiple stop signs and traffic signals while fleeing through residential and industrial areas. This reckless driving posed a significant risk of serious injury or death to the suspect, the public, and law enforcement.
Crossing MLK.
Officers remained in close pursuit, carefully assessing the suspect's movements while awaiting an opportunity to bring the chase to a safe conclusion. Law enforcement was determined to act decisively at the first viable moment, constantly evaluating terrain, traffic conditions, and the suspect's behavior to identify the safest and most effective point to intervene.
Gotcha.
Making a right-hand turn, step up the street.
Push him.
Very nice on the ground.
Dim the TV up, you regain.
he almost came over me.
Brakes. Right there. Foot male, black male, white shirt, blue shorts.
The pursuit ended when the suspect drove off the roadway into a vacant lot near the intersection of West Baldwin Avenue and North Baringo Street. After stopping, the driver exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Following a brief foot pursuit, the suspect was apprehended and taken into custody. On May 24, 2025, just after midnight, a high-speed pursuit began on Interstate 49, near the 86-mile marker. Officers from the Bentonville Police Department were attempting to stop a suspect vehicle, which suddenly fled southbound at speeds reaching 100 miles per hour. Due to the escalating situation, they called for additional assistance.
We're on the 73.
Third to off, 2 guides in.
Trooper attempted pit maneuvers to stop the suspect, but initial attempts were unsuccessful. The pursuit continued southbound as the suspect exited the highway and traveled along the shoulder of the ramp. Trooper made contact with the suspect's vehicle to push it off the roadway, resulting in the vehicle coming to a stop. Trooper then assisted Bentonville units in taking the suspect into custody. On March 12, 2025, a red Volkswagen Beetle was observed traveling eastbound on US Highway 70 at a high rate of speed. Radar confirmed the vehicle was moving at 64 miles per hour in a posted 40 miles per hour zone. When the vehicle turned left onto Broad Street in Biscoe, the driver accelerated further and began actively fleeing, refusing to comply with the attempted traffic stop.
33-4 City. 237. I'm in Biscoe. I don't know what street I'm on. We're pulling into a residence, going through the yard.
Troopers remained in pursuit, closely monitoring the suspect's erratic behavior, while preparing to act at the first safe opportunity to bring the chase to an end. Moments later, the suspect lost control and veered off the east side of the road, striking a utility pole with the front of the vehicle. A felony takedown was conducted at the scene, and the suspect, identified as Dwayne Jones, was taken into custody.